It's time for Out and About with Jamie Grout, and my interview guest today is Leisa Zylstra, who is in charge of marketing and sales at Wesley Life Park Center. They have a big fundraiser coming up for the Good Samaritan Fund that they have. But first, a word from our sponsors. Johnson Aviation at the Newton Airport. They have a brand new plane that they're excited about. This plane creates 100 more horsepower, resulting in higher cruise speeds at higher altitudes for a smoother ride. Find out about their charters and flying lessons at Johnson Aviation in Newton. Also, Newton, Des Moines East KOA. Find out about all their great services that they have going on, whether you need a handyman service, whether you need to store your RV, or whether you want to spend some time in some of their old-fashioned Airstream campers on a retreat weekend. They have it for you at Newton KOA. Also, I just had a brand new battery put in at Ryan's Tire and Auto in Newton. They did a great job. It's like a pit crew at the Indianapolis 500. They went so quick. And they're celebrating their first anniversary on Friday, October 25th. They're inviting you to come on by for free food for all their amazing customers at Ryan's Tire and Auto on First Avenue, Newton. Also by Newton Clinic, whether you're looking for someone to help you on your health journey or a teammate who will have your back when it comes to keeping your body game ready, a new doctor at Newton Clinic, Dr. Perrin, might be the provider for you. He sounds like a doctor that, you want to have on your side. So give him a call. He's accepting new patients at Newton Clinic at 641-792-2112. And by Clement Mackey Insurance, where your insurance policy comes with an agent. They're once again the title sponsor for the Christmas lights you'll be seeing over the holiday season at Maytag Park. Clement Mackey Insurance, give them a call today at 641-792-5040. Time for another edition of Out and About with Jamie Grout, and my interview guest is Leisa Zylstra, who is in charge of marketing and sales here at Park Center. And I have to say, Leisa, that I'm very glad that when my sister's health started deteriorating, I got her back here, luckily, just before COVID from Portland, Oregon. And she's been in the care of Park Center for, I think, 4 or 5 years now. And you guys have done an excellent job.
Thank you, Jamie. I'm really glad to hear that. And I appreciate you having me on your podcast today. I'm excited to be here.
Well, let's talk about your fundraiser, because one of the reasons I put my sister in the care of the folks here at Wesley Life Park Center is because I knew at some point she would outlive the money that she had, any assets that she had. Mm-hmm. And so I knew that, the second thing after that is DHS. And if, DHS doesn't help out, or there isn't any other funding, you have something called the Good Samaritan Fund. And maybe you can tell us about that and give us some more details. And also on the fundraiser that you have coming up, Leisa.
Sure, I'd be glad to. Park Center has the full continuum of care. We offer independent living, assisted living, and then long-term care, which includes a dedicated memory care wing. And one of the advantages of an individual living at Park Center is that we do have something called the Good Samaritan Fund, which is a promise that we make to our residents that if they deplete their financial resources through no fault of their own, that we will never ask them to leave their home. And this is a very important part of our community. And just as you mentioned, it really makes families and residents feel good about their choice to live at Park Center. And we are so fortunate that we have generous individuals who contribute to this fund that make that possible.
Well, that's great. And so with that in mind, you're having a fundraiser. When will that be? Where it's going to be held? What's going to happen at the fundraiser?
Yes. So as I mentioned, we've been very fortunate to have a lot of support from the community, foundations, individuals, residents, families. And this year at Park Center, we really wanted to highlight the Good Samaritan Fund, not only with our residents and their family members and encourage support, but also from our team members. And so we had this idea to do a nice fundraising event, a dinner that we're going to host here at Park Center on Friday, November 1st. And it's been a lot of fun. Our whole leadership team is chipping in and helping out with the event and coming up with some really fun silent auction items that we can host and have available for bidding. And so the event will have some social time. We're going to have dinner. We're going to have a silent auction. Terry Bradley is going to provide some musical entertainment. Everyone enjoys him. And then just have an opportunity to fellowship and have just a nice evening socializing both with our residents and then also our team members. And so for the event, we are selling tickets and we are inviting community, family, friends, residents to attend the event. It's $32 for an individual ticket, or if people want to put together a table of 8, that's $250. We do have limited seating because of our capacity here. And so first come, first serve on the ticket sales, but we've had a great response so far and are really looking forward to having a sold out event for our first one.
Okay, and you're going to have what, live and silent auction too then?
We're just going to do silent auction.
Okay.
Yep, we're going to, for our first year, we're just going to start slow and have, or not slow, but small, and have a few silent auction items and really focus on more experience type packages. Some things that we think might be of interest both to our residents and then also maybe community members as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fantastic. Well, that is great. Good Samaritan Fund is really something that's important. And boy, if you have somebody who is, thinking about entering a place like Park Center, Wesley Live Park Center, you might want to consider this because, again, it's kind of it seems like the Good Samaritan Fund is a fallback. It's something that'll help you out if the money's just not there anymore.
Right. And for residents, when they're looking for a place to live, Park Center, we are a nonprofit organization, which plays into us having the Good Samaritan Fund. But that is part of what makes us a little bit unique. And a resident can come into Park Center and truly never have to leave as their needs change, as their level of care changes. We can accommodate them and support them at whatever level of care they might need. And we very much believe in keeping people as independent as possible, as long as possible. But should there be a point where they would need a higher level of care, we're able to help them and accommodate them at that time.
So people can get apartments, and then after that, as you say, no matter what their health needs might be, it would be a continuum of care. So tell us about the different stages you have, the different departments you have here at Park Center, Leisa.
Sure. Independent living is just like living in your own home with a few added amenities. So really, we like to say you're not changing your lifestyle, you're just changing your address. And we have a variety of apartments available in independent living. We have everywhere from a 1-bedroom at 549 square feet up to 2 bedrooms with a den at 1,500 square feet, and a lot of variety in between there. And so I like to really get to know the residents and find out what might be the best fit for them and help them find an apartment that would fit their needs and their lifestyle.
And you have apartments not only within the main Park Center building, but also outside the building too, don't you?
Right. We have 8 townhomes that are located just north of the hospital. Mm-hmm. Yes. So that's a nice option for some people if they're not quite ready to be in the main community building. The townhome can be a nice option for them. And included with independent living are a lot of amenities. It's really nice because you don't have to worry about any maintenance. We take care of all of that. I know for myself, these past few springs, all of this weather we've had, I cross my fingers every time I'm not going to need another new roof after the past couple of years.
Yeah.
So it's really nice. We take care of all the maintenance, as well as all utilities are included, housekeeping twice a month, and then 1 meal per day in our dining room, which is really nice. And so independent living is certainly, you live in your same lifestyle, but you're changing your address. Mm-hmm. And one really nice thing about Park Center, no matter what level of living, is they have a big emphasis on health and well-being. And that can be seen through a lot of the activities that we have. There are fitness classes at all levels of living. And there are also a lot of activities, both cultural, spiritual, all kinds of activities that individuals can participate in.
And I want to talk about that for a minute because a few weeks ago, someone from here had emailed me a picture of my sister with a horse outside, or pony, I suppose it was. Uh-huh. And also, I know that I was lucky enough to be a judge for the pipe contest that they have. What are some of the other activities that you have? I know you have like a mini bus that you can take residents around to different things too.
Right. Yeah. So there's pretty much something going on every single day. And on the independent living side, there are 3 fitness classes 3 days a week. Our wellness team does fitness assessments with all the residents when they move in, but then also once a year. Today, this morning was not Bible study, but book club in the library. But we also do have a Bible study here that is hosted every week. And that is led by the First United Methodist Church. We have a nice affiliation with them. They also host a church service here every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. But there's always activities happening. Earlier this week, there was an outing to the Center Grove Orchard. They will go to Polly Ice Pizza in Grinnell. They've been to the Sculpture Park. Willowbrook Adult Day last week went to the Boone Railroad and did a train ride. They will go down to Jersey Freeze for ice cream, Goldie's. They have been to Newton Community Theater performances, homecoming football games. There's always something happening here.
Yeah, you have your own activities director here to make sure that there are lots of things going on. It is really fantastic. Tell us about Willowbrook. What is that all about?
Sure. Willowbrook Adult Day is here on the Park Center campus, and it is service provided Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., and it's an adult day service. And it is an option for families that might need a little bit of extra help. Maybe they have a loved one that needs a little bit of assistance and they have to work during the day. They want them to be somewhere where they will be engaged and well cared for. And that is what we can provide at Willowbrook.
Well, that's fantastic. It keeps them active, socially with a large group of people and mentally too. So
absolutely,
that is great.
Yes, and we have a lot of community partnerships, which is really nice. I was there earlier this week, and the Center for Arts and Artists was there doing an activity with them. They will have musical entertainment come in. And so that's really nice that they have opportunities to be engaged and participate in a lot of different things.
Well, that is fantastic. I just happen to think, now, are pets allowed at all at Park Center? Okay.
Yes, we allow pets. The residents just have to care for their pets like they normally would at their own home. But yes, they are welcome to have them in independent living and assisted living. And I guess we left off kind of with independent living, but we also do offer assisted living. We have 16 apartments in assisted living. Those are 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartments, and they have a bedroom, they have a living room, small kitchenette, so it's still very homey. Individuals can bring their own furniture in there. But it is with assisted living, there's just a little bit more help. They have staff there and are able to provide them with a little bit more assistance.
When my sister first came here, she was in assisted living, and she enjoyed that, the socialization, because you can eat with some of the other residents in assisted living at the same time too.
Right.
But I would bring her groceries and treats that she requested, and after a while they kept telling me, Jamie, you need to stop doing this, she's gaining weight. But she really enjoyed her time in assisted living, and unfortunately she's in the health center now, but being well taken care of, I might add too. So consider Park Center. It is a great place to go. I'm looking at some of the stuff that you have here, and your meals that you have here are fantastic too. Tell us about what people can enjoy in terms of food at Park Center.
Yes, we have a full food and beverage team, and we have an executive chef as well as some other individuals that prepare the meals each day. And they are high quality food. Residents always have a choice in what they would like to eat. And so they're given a couple of different options, both in the health center, assisted living, and then in independent living. Our dining room is like a restaurant. We have servers that will come and take their order.
You have a menu.
Yes, we have a menu, and they have specials every day. So it changes on what's available for orders. Certainly there's favorites that everyone likes, but they try to put some new items in there too.
Okay. So if people are interested in coming to Park Center and living here, how can they find more information out about Park Center?
There's information on our website, which is www.wesleylife.org/park center. But they're also welcome to reach out to me no matter what level of living they might be looking for them or their loved one. And they can contact me at 641-791-4508.
Give us that number again.
641-791-4508.
Okay, and before we wrap up, let's conclude talking about the fundraiser you have for the Good Samaritan Fund.
Yes, so just to recap, we are hosting a fundraising dinner on Friday, November 1st here at Park Center in the Garden Room. And it's going to be a really fun evening. We're going to have social time, dinner, silent auction, musical entertainment with Terry Bradley. And then all of the proceeds from the event will support this Good Samaritan Fund, which in turn supports all of our residents who have the opportunity to live here at Park Center.
Well, fantastic. So get a hold of Leisa if you want to find out more about Park Center. And also, hey, consider talking to her about tickets to the Good Samaritan Fund fundraiser. It's a great event. It sounds like you guys have thought everything out and well planned. And so we want a good attendance for this so we can build up that Good Samaritan Fund.
Yes, and thank you, Jamie, for having me on and let me share about this really important fund that we have at Park Center.
Good. Thanks for chatting with us today. My interview guest is Leisa Zylstra, who is the Marketing and Sales Director here at Park Center on Out and About with Jamie Grout. We're with Dana from Newton Des Moines East KOA, and you have a retreat coming up. Tell us about that.
Well, we have a new retreat package. We invested in some really adorable vintage campers. We have 2 Airstreams that sleep 4 and a Shasta that sleeps 2 and another Forester that sleeps 2. These are sleeping campers that we offer up in a really cool atmosphere. Each one has its own patio, picnic table, fire pit. We also provide Blackstone grills so that you can grill out while you're staying with us. We have it all lit up with exterior patio lights and cute furniture and pillows. And all you have to do if you want to take advantage of our retreat packages, we have what's called an a la carte package where you just rent the campers themselves and come and stay. But we also are offering a retreat package that's called all inclusive, where we actually provide all of the food that you would possibly need for a weekend. Wow. And we buy meats from Ulrich Meats out of Pella. We buy local hamburger patties that are grass-fed. We provide the coleslaw, the potato salad, chips, waters, everything that you could possibly need. We even make homemade cookies and homemade brownies for desserts for the weekend. And all you and your family or friends have to do is show up. We can accommodate up to 12 people in the vintage row. And the pricing will be based on the items that you wish to take advantage of. But we've had people stay there. We have some great photos. You're going to be seeing us launch this program here coming up this next week in the first part of September. We're kind of late in the game this year, but we're hoping that we can introduce it to people and they can make their plans over the holidays and get booked for next year, because this is a spectacular program. You're right at the base of our pond, right across from the camp office and the pool, right across from the playground, plenty of parking. It's just a great experience for those people who want to experience camping or want to reminisce about the past if they used to camp in an Airstream when they were a kid. These are all 1960s, early 70s campers. And I think people would really enjoy it. We named them after the Golden Girls.
Oh, okay.
So we have Rose and Dorothy and Sophia and Blanche. So, and each of the campers on the inside are decorated accordingly. So you need to come out and take a look at them. We invite people to just come out and take a look and see what we're talking about. And we would love for you to book a weekend with your family or friends at the Newton Des Moines East KOA Vintage Row.
Sounds like fun. How can they get a hold of you?
All they need to do is call 641-792-2428.
One more time with that phone number.
641-792-2428.
Until next time, out is out. See ya.